Hello everybody, my name is Noemi Garcia and I'm in Team 3 and the country we're covering today is China. I hope this is beneficial to those who are considering traveling to China, whether that be for business or tourism. So first, looking at the underlying cultural assumptions. So how do people tend to view their environment and circumstances? Do they believe that it's in their control, or is it some factor outside of them that's in control, such as destiny? So looking at the external adaptation under nature of human activity, are the Chinese more doing or are they more being? So the Chinese tend to be more doing, so we see evidence of this in their hyper-competitive education system, in their state-driven metrics of GDP growth targets. So what this means is that they are more outcome-driven, so they value achieving specific goals. And the Chinese are known for being extremely hardworking, industrious, and solution-oriented, so they plan really in future success. Is it a culture that's more achievement, or is it more subscription-based? Some may argue that it's a hybrid, but the Chinese lean mostly towards subscription. So this means that status is important. Birth and connections, hierarchy is important. They have a term for this. It's guanxi. So guanxi means relationship. So in business success, it's often dependent on family party ties. So looking towards the internal integration, so in their human nature, is it more basically good or basically evil? So the Chinese lean towards basically good. So this is shaped by Confucianism, legalism, where conditionally goodness depends on the adherence to the hierarchical order. So we see this in management with Theory X, where control, supervision is important, and this is influenced back towards Confucianism and the collectivist values in the country. So under nature of human relationships, are they more social or task-oriented? As most of Asia, China is more on the social side. So business, politics, they rely on a personal network. Guanxi, trust is important. And whether they're particularistic or more on the universalism side, they lean towards the particularistic side. So what this means is rules adapt to relationships and the context of the situation. You may see law enforcement be more lenient to those who are well connected. So in regards to China's cultural dimensions, and two of Hofstede's, whether or not they are more long versus short-term oriented, they scored a 77 out of 100 on the long-term side. This shows that they, again, persevering towards long-term goals are important. So in management needs to be adaptable and flexible to achieving these long-term goals and committed. So often companies will set goals that may take decades to complete. So is the culture more masculine or feminine? They scored a 66 out of 100 on the masculinity side. It's a little bit higher. So they value assertiveness. They want the employees, management to be competitive in completing their goals. Okay. Now looking at the corruption index of the country, China scored 43 out of 100 and ranked 76 out of 180. CPI is the corruption perception index. 0, and it uses a scale of 0 to 100, 0 being highly corrupt, 100 being very clean. China's score of 43 indicates an average or moderate levels of corruption in the public sector, and the 76 out of 180 means 75 other countries are perceived to have less corruption in their public sector. Okay. In regards to worst time to travel to China, summer is, they have a high heat index, and June is the rainiest month of the year. The Chinese New Year from late January to early February, it's quite cold. Countries located more up north, and there tends to be large crowds. There's also Golden Week. So this is the first week of October, the 1st through 7th, and this is a national holiday. It's a day commemorating the founding of the People's Republic of China in 1949, following the end of the Chinese Civil War. So it's designed to boost domestic tourism, and it allows for family reunions, so millions travel during this time of year, so it's quite busy and there's lots of crowds. This is an end to China Part 3. I hope this was useful. Thank you.